Hello, good morning children. How are you? Hope you are doing fine. Today in this video I am going to start a new chapter, Geography, that is Geography chapter 1, Resources. Come on, let us come to the topic resources. First of all, what is a resource? Was Raju's question to Amma. Anything that you use to satisfy a need is a resources, replied Amma. And he told to look around you and observe. You will be able to identify many types of resources around you: the water you drink when you are thirsty, the electricity you use in your house, the rickshaw you use to get home from school, the textbook you use to study are all resources. Water, electricity, vegetables, all of these have something in common. So what they provide? They provide us utility. So what is common in this? They provide utility. And what is utility? We like them because they satisfy our need. That brings utility. You are feeling thirsty, that is your need. Water is satisfying your thirst, so water is utility. Utility is a concept which satisfying your need. If you feel thirsty, what you'll do? You go and buy a bottle, maybe of rupees 10, because you want to satisfy your need. So for you, when you are satisfying your need, you are paying for that, because resources has value. For education, you are paying the fee in school. Like that, I have told that example of water. So water is satisfying our need, that is our utility. So we are relating utility and value. This both are related to each other. So value means worth. Some resources have economic value, some do not. For example, metal have an economic value, a beautiful landscape may not. Both are important and satisfy human needs. For example, gold is a metal. It is used as jewelry. It has utility and you're paying value for that. You go to shop, buy a jewelry and pay the money. That's running a economic value. So some utility have non-economic value like landscape. Suppose you want to live between the nature, right? Are you paying for that? No, you're not paying anything for this. So some resources are value of economic and value of non-economic. Now we are going to understand time and technology. Resources run according to time and technology. Evolution of resources over the period of time with the help of technology. Example, wheel to modern transportation, fire to cooking. Today, what resources you are having slowly and slowly, it's evolved and reached to advanced state with the time. Example, when early man invented the wheel, that time was a wooden type. Now, wheel is in use in the modern transportation of lifetime transport. Wheel was a resources due to technology. Now we converted into modern transport. So change wheel is modern transformation. It took some time. So time and technology plays an important role in developing of resources. Now come to the types of resources. Relation between the time and technology common we move forward. Now what are classification of resources? In geography we mostly learn about classification and types. Generally resources are classified into natural, human made and human. We are going to learn about natural resources obtained from the nature without much modification. Usually they are free gift of nature. Sometimes tools and technology is used them in best possible way. In way example, we can take of air and water. Air we breathe, we are paying for that? No. So it is a free gift of nature. Some natural resources we use directly. Example, air. Water available in underground, but take it out for water from underground, we use tools and technology, that for example tube wells. Natural resources can be further classified into level of development, origin, stock, and distribution. Now, what is basis? In a class, a good student, so basis is academic. So, best sports person, basis is sports person. So, every time what you see is result is different. If you are seeing a natural resources level of development, so we can differentiate in actual and potential, biotic, abiotic, stock and distribution. Classification of natural resources, level of development and resources can be divided into two groups: actual and potential. Now first come what is actual. Those resources whose quantity is known to us and are being used by us. Example, coal in rural region of Germany. We know the quantity, how much resources available, and we also know where it is available and we are using as well. This is an actual resources. For example, black soil in Deccan region of Maharashtra is actual resources. We are using it. Now come to next, potential. Those resources we don't know the actual quantity and we are not using completely at present. This comes under the potential resources. So we tell the students having potential, so we have to do it, we want to explore it, and we have to take out from the student. So that isn't, but he had, the student have the potential to do it, so we have to explore it more. So resources we can explore more is known as the potential resources. These resources can be used with the appropriate level of technology and can be extracted. So these resources can become potential to actual. Now comes to the origin. In origin we have two, biotic and abiotic. I think you all of you know better what is biotic and what is abiotic. Biotic is all the living things, example plants and animals, that is life form. Abiotic, all the non-living things, examples rocks and minerals, that is they have no life. And come next to the stock, renewable and non-renewable resources, those resources which get renewed or replenished quickly, example solar energy and wind energy. So we must use renewable resources very judicially, example solar, wind, water, we should not use indiscriminately in any way. What is non-renewable? Those resources which are limited stock, takes millions of years to get renewed, that is example coal and petrol. What is distribution? Next come to the distribution. In distribution we have two, ubiquitous and localized. What is ubiquitous? Resources that are found everywhere, example that is air and sunlight. These things we are find everywhere, that is ubiquitous. What is localized? Localized is resources found in certain place. For example, copper, iron. Copper is found in for the demand of the according to the factors terrain and altitude. In the terrain region, in sandy soil, we find copper. Copper can't be found in the polar region. So it is depend upon the terrain. Fruits, for example, apples, this find in the temperate climatic zone. In altitude, we find different vegetation. So we all this learn in natural resources classification. Next come to the human-made resources. The word itself is explaining all resources who made, that is human. This is called human-made resources. Any natural substance from original form we change through process, it becomes a resources. Example, cement is a resource but it is its natural form. We are processing in industries. Here is the key factor is human. Is that clear? Example, iron ore become a resources when people learn to interact from it. So human interaction with natural substance to create a resources according to their need. So example, this type of resources is known as human made resources. Human made resources are ultimate resources. Healthy, educated, motivated people develop their own resources. Understood? Simple thing. We have abundant natural resources, mineral ore, coal, and industries. But you don't know having any knowledge and skill how to take minerals, how to make iron steel. So it is possible? Impossible. Yes, we need technology and as well as skill. Any economic activity we have to make, if human being have skill, if he have a knowledge to do that, then only it is possible. Example, I am teaching, that means I am having skill. Think that you can edit a video, that means you are having a skill to edit a video. So improving quality of people skill so that they are able to create more resources is known as human resources development. Okay children, I am concluding till your page number 4. In the next class I will start with the conserving resources. Till then, goodbye, have a nice day.